is imagine tomorrow that Joe Biden and Janet Yellen and Jerome Powell came out and they said, okay, guys, you've seen the headlines. The dollar's done. From now on, we are going to use seashells, and you're going to use seashells.
Or let's use the SDR. From now on, we're going to use the SDR.
We're going to use the SDR. How many people are just going to say, okay, no problem? How many restaurants that have their invoices, how many they're going to go change their menus to SDRs?
Or Brent, or even better, how many just normal average Joes and Janes that have a mortgage that's denominated in dollars are going to say, oh yeah, from now on, I'm just going to save all my money in SDRs.
And Jamie Dimon, who probably thinks he's a lot smarter than any of these three, he's just going to say, okay, all the mortgages that people are paying us, you can just pay us in SDRs now. Like Jamie Dimon wants SDRs rather than dollars. I mean, but my point is this, is just because somebody comes out and in the same way that we would push back against our politicians, citizens and business leaders and business owners and private market actors in other countries are going to push back against their leaders.
Right.
And the thing that people forget, or either they don't know, and part of the reason they don't know is it's never really been taught, is that this whole euro dollar system, which you've talked about a lot and Jeff has talked about a lot, this was not mandated from the top. This started organically because the US was the fastest growing country. They were helping to rebuild Europe as part of the Marshall Plan. There was a demand for dollars in Europe. And then, there was also demand for dollars during the Vietnam War because, Nixon didn't want the French banks to make all the money off of the Vietnam War. And so, because dollars were so in demand, private actors around the world started extending credit in dollars. They started invoicing in dollars. They started loaning money in dollars. And that was the private market taking the lead. And nobody at the United States, at the Pentagon or the White House or the Fed said, South Africa needs to trade with India in dollars.
Right.
It just happened, right? Now, I've made the argument that if and when it is ever challenged, that the U.S. would lose its global reserve currency, like seriously challenged, that the U.S. would probably push back pretty hard, right? And they would probably even use their military to do so. But that doesn't mean that they used their military to start it in the first place, right? Again, they set up the Bretton Woods Agreement with them at the center, with the U.S. at the center, and they put the IMF and the World Bank in place to kind of do their bidding, as anybody would. Again, if you started a company and you're the CEO and now you've got to fill out your board of directors, you're going to put people in the board of directors that support you. You're not going to put your arch enemy on the board of directors. Well, that's what the U.S. did. They were the winner of World War II. They put themselves at the center of the system. And then they put these institutions and these organizations kind of stacking the deck in their favor. So the people that say that the system is stacked in the favor of the United States, you're absolutely right. That's exactly what they did. But because they stacked it in their favor, other players, private actors, took their lead and did it on their own. And so they built up this parallel system, this Eurodollar system that used the official system, as kind of a way to get, credibility or however you want to say it. It was very easy.
The official
denomination. It was very easy. It was very easy for the private actors to say, hey, let's use dollars. It wasn't a hard sell because everybody kind of needed them anyway. And so now you've got this spider web of cross-border transactions and invoices and payment systems and credit extension that's all done in dollars. And you just can't have somebody just come out overnight and say, we're going to change it.